Hi, Adam Krull, veterinary nutritionist for Pioneer. With harvest conditions in many parts of the country being cold and wet the last 2 years, we've seen an increase in mold growth leading to elevated levels of mycotoxins. I'm going to give a concise overview of why this is important to producers of feedstuffs that go into food-producing animals. When we talk about molds and mycotoxins, molds are the living organisms that we see growing on our feedstuff, whereas mycotoxins are chemical byproducts produced by these molds. There are thousands of molds and hundreds of different mycotoxins that have been identified. Each mold has a unique environment in which it likes to grow. When talking feedstuffs, these are either started in the field, on the ear, or the stalk, or they can start to grow in our storage bunkers. It's important to know that not all molds have the ability to produce mycotoxins, and that even those with the capability do not always do so. Many times it takes a stressful event for these molds to start to produce its mycotoxin. The reason this is important in feedstuffs is that consumption of high levels by food-producing animals can have dramatic negative effects. This can include decreased feed intake, which in turn leads to things like lower production of meat or milk and can have negative impact on reproductive performance. Mycotoxins can also suppress the immune system, leading to an increased susceptibility of infectious and metabolic diseases. To monitor for potential problems, it's important to scout fields for mold growth. The slide shown here describes 3 most common mycotoxin-producing molds in the United States and Canada: Gibberella, Fusarium, and Aspergillus. Each of them have unique characteristics and growing environments shown here. For additional detailed information of pictures of other molds that may look similar, see the Pioneer Silage Manual for additional information. If large amounts of these molds are discovered when scouting fields, it's important to make a plan for harvest. If the producer has enough acres, heavily affected fields should be diverted away from animal feeding. As mycotoxins levels will continue to increase throughout the fall, harvesting early as corn silage will stop additional mycotoxins from developing, whereas a cornfield left for grain can continue to accumulate toxins. Mold growth in storage bunkers is typically associated with poor management, as these molds require oxygen to grow. This can be a result of insufficient packing, poor face management, or improper pile design. Similar to molds that grow in fields, only certain molds have the ability to produce mycotoxins. With storage molds, green, blue, or yellow molds are more associated with toxin production. For more videos like this and additional information on how to test for mycotoxins, subscribe to the Feed for Thought video series.